How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Now, I'm talking to you from the past. Ooh. I'm currently stacking up these videos, getting ready for my visit to Spain to go and see my girlfriend, who I haven't seen in 4 months because of this fantastic coronavirus. So, I'm recording this voiceover part on Sunday morning. This video was filmed on the Saturday. And what have we got on the lathe? We have got a big old piece of yew. It's a branch piece, and we are turning it end grain on. So not many ribbons today, just an awful lot of powder coming off of this piece. And we're going to make lamp number 3 of 3, the last of my commissioned lamps. And I'm going to try and put some of your suggestions into practice today. Hopefully you'll see some of those. Now this is more of a classical shaped lamp than the other ones I've been doing. So we've got it into round. I've been trying to chase away all the holes and stuff in the outside, cracks and that. And now we're just getting a tenon onto the end of the piece. There we go. That's now turned round and in the chuck. We're turning at 1400 RPM. Now I left some oak sawdust on my tool rest and you can see it's made it go rusty, so I'm going to have to fix that, aren't I? Can't have rusty tool rests. Yeah, big old crack in there. And that's a bit of where the bark was on the outside. Okay, so the end you're looking at now is going to be the base of the lamp. So I'm just getting ready to flatten it off and getting ready to put my mortise in the bottom and start drilling some holes. So as ever, it's a 90mm mortise. Now that's going into end grain yew, which is nigh on impossible. So I was just going slow and steady and using a few pull cuts. That's a fair old chunk of wood to be sticking out there with no tailstock support. But there we go, that's got our mortise in the bottom of the piece. Alright, that is a 13mm hole going in the bottom, just for centering. Followed by a 35mm Forstner bit. Now that's to give me somewhere to go with my cable routing. Back in with the 13. And then the long one through the middle is 10mm. Couldn't quite make it all the way through. I had probably about 1.5 inches at the top of this piece to drill from the other side. 800 grit, shined up, lovely job. Alright, so we got it flipped round and now it's time to actually make it look like a lamp. That would be good. Now this is the only one of the 3 that I didn't have free rein to do what I wanted, which is fine, I don't mind that. If a customer's got a design, I will happily... There it is, top left is the design we're going for. So yes, I'll do my best to recreate that. You'll have to let me know if you think I've achieved that or not. So I'm just wondering about where is that cove, that rounded bit, I don't know what they're called. You know, the little roundy bit, collar, let's call it a collar. So I'm just positioning that collar at the moment. It's a spindle turner's dream, and I am not a spindle turner, so I'm probably doing that all wrong. So I'm just isolating the belly of the piece. That's got to be the widest part of the lamp, and setting my contours either side of that. So I've got the shape that I want, roughly, and now I'm just following the contour all the way down, because I've still got those bark inclusion areas that I'm trying to chase away. But I'm quite happy with that set of curves that's going on there at the moment. So on the top here, we've just got to turn our original mortise, original tenon, sorry, into the top of the lamp. And just make sure that those curves meet up either side of that collar. Plenty of sharpening up to do on this project. I was sharpening every sort of, I don't know, 5 minutes. The U was pretty tough stuff, and only like really being cut in one direction. This U is at least 12 years. Well, it was 12 years dry when I bought it, and that was over a year ago, so it's very hard stuff. We're getting there, aren't we? That's a little bit chunky still, but we're getting there. And there's still that horrible bark inclusion there. So, just following the curve all the way down the piece. I think I did that twice. It hated being cut downhill like that, so up we go. So this is the last pass. After I finished this cut, I did smooth them curves out with a bit of shear scraping, but I haven't shown you that. So we are going straight onto sanding. Let's have a look. Does it look like the picture? Not a bad finish, straight off the gouge. Now let's see if we can smooth it up somewhat, shall we? So I went straight in with the 80 grit pad, worked my way up through 120, 240, 320, 600, and when you see the blue one, you know we're at 800 or better. And that was silky smooth then. Just get into them tight spots with the 800. Now I put some Howard feed and wax on there just to take the dust off really, and then I went in with my sanding paste and shine juice. So we had to tidy the top up, and again 80 grit all the way to 800 grit. That's looking better now, isn't it? That's a few coats of shine juice later. And a quick buff off with the buffing pad. And that is a pretty piece of wood, if I do say so myself. All the character in there. It's like a fish. Okay, so people were suggesting I put a steel rod through my lamps, which was a good idea. I didn't really need one in this, but I decided to do it anyway, just so I'd had some experience with it. So there's a steel rod going all the way through, bolted top and bottom, and I'm just drilling out for my cable routing. And there you go, she's done. So I will leave you as ever with the glamour shots, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. And if you have, if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button, that'd be fantastic. And hit the like button and all that good stuff as well. So, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Cheers.